Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on the video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Manner of Death. We're diving into episode 7, and I'm excited to get into this. I already know that things happen in this episode because you guys are terrible at keeping secrets, and I know you guys are super duper excited about me getting to episodes, so this is not anything that I haven't talked about a million times over in a million other reactions that I've done to a million other series, but you know, it is what it is at this point. So yes, I already have an idea of things that happen in this episode. If in the future you guys could avoid giving, even if you're not saying what's happening, if you're giving any kind of like emotional inkling or indication about what's happening, oh, this sexy time's gonna happen, oh, I can't wait for you to get to this episode because, oh, it's really gonna hit the fan, or oh, this is really gonna get you all excited. Like, even if you're not giving spoilers, those kind of things are still spoilers for me because now I know what to expect. So I know things are going to happen in this episode. I already know kind of sort of what to expect. I don't know exactly the plot or what's going to lead to these things happening, but we're just going to find out. Yeah, so we're just going to dive on in. As has been mentioned a number of times in the comment section in the last few episodes specifically, the plot just keeps thickening, and it's to the point where I can't trust anybody. Like I said in I think my last reaction, the only people I can really trust are my baby boy and Dr. Bun, and even Dr. Bun, I don't know if I can trust him anymore. So really, baby boy is the only person I can trust. Everybody else in this series is suspect as hell. The plants are suspect. I can't trust my own shadow. There's not a damn thing in this series that isn't suspect in the least, except my innocent little baby boy who's so trusting and naive. So I hope for the best for him. But we're just gonna dive on in and just see the shenanigans.
คุยเรื่องนี้ไปแล้วนะเจน
ใช่แล้วเจนก็ไม่อยากคุยเรื่องนี้อีก
โอ๊ยกลับเข้าไปขอโทษเขาซะแล้วก็อยู่ความคิดบ้าๆนั้นด้วย
เจนไม่หยุดเจนตัดสินใจแล้วว่าเจนจะทำในสิ่งที่มันถูกต้อง
เจนเชื่อเรานะเจนไม่อยากทำ
เจนอยากทำเพราะว่าเจนไม่ได้กลัวมันแบบที่ปื๊ดกลัวไง
แต่เราเป็นห่วงเจนนะ
ห่วงตัวเองดีกว่าไหมปื๊ด
I mean, y'all should worry about everybody.
ปื๊ดจะไม่มีอำนาจของคนพวกนั้นคอยหนุนหลังให้ปื๊ดอีกปื๊ดคงจะกลัวมากเลยสินะเพราะว่าปื๊ดอะกระจอก
เจน
กระจอกจะต้องอาศัยบารมีคนอื่นคอยหนุนหลังไง
Woo! Child? Yes. Punch a bitch. Because I don't condone that kind of I don't condone that kind of behavior. Like she might have been saying things that he didn't like. It might have pushed buttons the wrong way, but we don't lay hands. We don't lay hands like that. Unless it's like in self-defense. Like if she was attacking him physically and it was in self-defense, that's one thing, you know, get her off of me. But like just to blatantly, I don't play that. Oh yeah, back to the sexy tape, Lord. No, if there's more than one, oh, Jesus. Oh, I was like, what happened to my video? Lord, okay.
คุณ
สสธงชัยกับผู้การโต้งนี่ ปืนเอาเจนไปสั่งเวยคนพวกนี้เหรอมันจะเป็นปาร์ตี้เซ็กหมู่ด้วยครับ
Yeah. It most certainly does.
นี่มันเป็นปาร์ตี้เซ็กหมู่แบบใช้ยาไอซ์แล้วก็มีเซ็กแบบรุนแรงด้วยนะเจนอาจจะไม่ได้ท้องกับปืนแต่
That's what I was saying last episode.
ไม่อยากคิดเลยนี่ถ้าเรากู้ไฟล์มาได้ครบในการนั้นมันจะมีอะไรบ้างถ้าวันนั้นเราเอาโน้ตบุ๊กของไอ้พัดมาได้เราก็คงรู้เลยมากกว่านี้
That's what you're gonna do.
น้ำเปื้อนผมหายไปทุกคนนะไอ้มันคือจะยะอย่างเลยเหรอ
ใจเย็นก่อนไอ้สอน
เนี่ยน้อง พี่ก็โทรหาเพื่อนพี่ไม่ติดตั้งบ่อย ถ้าจะให้รับแจ้งความคดีน้องเนี่ยนะ เวลาใครโทรหาใครไม่ติด พี่จะต้องรับแจ้งความคดีทั้งหมดเลยหรือไง
แต่นี่ผมอู้แต่นะ
I mean, isn't that what the reports are for?
ติดต่อมาตั้งหลายวันแล้วครับ
มีเรื่องอะไรกัน
ก็ไอ้สองคนนี้เนี่ย
ไอ้เพื่อนมาครับแจ้งความผมอะครับ ไอ้น้ำมันหายไปตั้งหลายวันแล้วนะครับ
น้องน้ำเพื่อนน้องเนี่ยอาจจะออกไปเที่ยวเล่นเฉยๆก็ได้
ก็ถ้ามันไปแอลอะผมประมาณนี้หรอครับ เชื่อผมเถอะไอ้
ตำรวจที่เนี่ยเขาไม่ค่อยทำงานกันหรอกสรวิทย์ถ้าผู้ใหญ่ไม่สั่งดูถ้า
Facts.
คุณหมอจะเกลียดตำรวจจริงๆนะครับเนี่ย
Well, they just don't do the job.
ไม่เคยเกลียดตำรวจที่ทำงานเพื่อประชาชนเลยนะฉะนั้นรายงานชันสูตรพัดเนี่ยฝากเอาไปทำงานเพื่อประชาชนหน่อยนะครับ
Sure.
มึงไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงหรอกป้ายทะเบียนแบบเนี้ยเดี๋ยวกูสืบให้ โอเคปะ
นี่พี่พูดจริงปะเนี่ย
จริงดิ กูเคยโกหกมึงด้วยเหรอ
ขอบคุณนะเว้ยพี่
I mean, I feel like you might have before.
สมแล้วที่เป็นลูกน้องไอ้ดำ นี่ถ้าให้ลูกน้องพี่ช่วยกันตามหานะ แป๊บเดียวเจอแน่พี่
มึงนี่ก็เวอร์ตลอด
เอ้าผมพูดจริงไหมอะ
He really does. My sweet boy.
โอ้ดูดี
Come on, fried chicken.
น่ากินใช่ไหมล่ะครับ
ไปแอบฝึกมาจากไหนครับ
Well, I gotta make sure that it's done all the way through. I'm not about to bite into some raw chicken. Just because you're cute, I'm not risking no salmonella, baby. Okay. Well, you're not gonna be perfect the first time out, okay?
เหลือรอดจากเพื่อนๆในถังขยะ
โอ้คุณ คนเรานะครับ ต้องมี
It's a learning curve, okay? He already said he's not good at cooking, so you know he's learning, he's trying. It takes
ได้
practice.
ครับพ่อมึงนะ
So don't leave it in as long as you left those in, but make sure you leave it in a little bit longer because that still looked a little pale to me.
ลองทานดูสิ
Let's cut it open with a fork and knife first, please. Yes.
โอ้โห ไก่เนี่ยกินดิบไม่ได้นะครับ
ผมว่าผมก็ทอดดีแล้วนะครับ
ลงต่อยจะกิน
หูยังแดงอยู่เลยอะ
The important thing is he is trying.
วันนั้นผมน่าจะถามให้จบเกือบจะได้รู้ความจริงแล้วเชียว
แต่ยังไงซะตอนนี้เราก็มีเบาะแสสำคัญอยู่นะครับ โน้ตบุ๊กของพัดไงครับ เรารู้แล้วด้วยว่าอยู่ที่ไหน
แล้วยังไงอะคุณ จะบุกโรงพักยังไง
ผมมีวิธีดีๆอยู่ครับ
I mean, he's got his ways, I'm sure. Like I said,
คิดออกหรือยังครับ
he's cute, but he's still sketchy. Still can't trust him completely yet.
อะไรก็ได้แล้วครับ ผมแค่อยากออกมานั่งรถเล่นเปลี่ยนบรรยากาศงั้นผมเลือกนะครับ
Child, we reliving memories.
เป็นพาร์ทเนอร์นี่มันดีจริงๆเลยนะ ตอนอยู่บนรถอะเคียงที่โทรมานี่คือพี่ชายคุณปะพี่ชายต่างแม่นะครับ แล้วทำไมคุณไม่รับสายอะครับ
Is he the one you were yelling at?
รับไปก็มีแต่เรื่องปวดหัวคุณคงเข้าใจครับ เข้าใจดีเลยครับ มาหน่อยดีกว่าสำหรับคนไม่สำคัญของครอบครัวสำหรับพี่ชายเฮงซวยครับ
Amen, girl. Amen.
ยังไงเจอกันพอดีเลยนะครับ สบายดีไหมครับยังมาชนแก้วกัน
Okay, I guess you don't know them. Oh, child.
นี่เขามีเรื่องไปทั่วขนาดนี้เลยเหรอครับ ไอ้ทัศน์มันทำงานนะคุณ งาน ใช่ครับ เวลามีคนเมาอาละวาดเนี่ยทัศน์จะเป็นคนจัดการครับ
It's like a bouncer.
งั้นเขาก็ทำงานให้คุณสิครับ ใช่ที่ไหนล่ะครับ ทำงานให้เฮียปอต่างหาก
Who that?
ผมลืมไปเลย ถ้าคุณทำงานให้เฮียปอ คุณก็ต้องรู้จักไอ้ดำมาสิครับ เคยได้ยินมาบ้างครับ ถ้างั้นคุณช่วยผมสืบหน่อยได้ไหมครับ คือไม่แน่นะ จริงๆไอ้ดำเนี่ยอาจจะเป็นคนอยู่เบื้องหลังเรื่องนี้เลยก็ได้เรื่องผาบอกเนี่ยมันเมืองเล็กๆ มันจะมีผู้มีอิทธิพลสักกี่คนเชียว
Child. You ask him to do something he don't want to do.
เดี๋ยวผมหาข้อมูลให้คุณนะ ขอบคุณนะครับ
Too many secrets and shenanigans in this town. Oh, praise Jesus.
This movie is good.
It's one of the best kept secrets right there.
แป๊บนึงนะครับจะเสร็จแล้วครับ
I mean, you looked ready before.
กินอะไรหรือยังครับ ยังดิก็รอ
No, but it looks like he got breakfast ready for me. I remember this watch
การเรีย
situation.
นนั้นทำไมล่ะครับ คุ้นๆว่ะเหมือนเคยเห็นที่ไหนอะจะคุ้นได้ไงวะ อันนี้ลิมิเต็ดนะเว้ย ถ้าป้ากูไม่ซื้อให้กูไม่กล้าใส่หน้าเรือนเนี่ยสวัสดีนะครับ แน่นอนสิครับ รุ่นลิมิเต็ดเลยนะครับ ไปถึงคุณ
Did your dad buy it for you too? Child, there are too many secrets and shenanigans in this relationship.
What ไงวะ ผมเจอรถที่พี่ตามแล้วนะพี่ ไป
I mean, were you following the car? Because you seemed to already be at the destination before the car got there.
ไล่ที่ขับรถตามมาตั้งไกลอ่ะ มีอะไรหรือเปล่า
I mean, my friend followed it. I didn't follow it. I just
ผมไม่ได้
got
ขับ
there.
ตามท่านมานะครับ คือผมแค่จะเข้ามาใช้บริการที่นี่อะ
ค่เลี้ยวมาทางเดียวกันเฉยๆงั้นก็เดี๋ยวเข้าไปพร้อมกันเลย
I hope you got some money in your wallet to fake spend right now. Hey, Daddy.
ผมตรวจดูสเตทเมนต์ของพัดพบว่าก่อนวันที่พัดตาย มียอดโอน100,000 บาทจากบัญชีของคุณเข้าบัญชีของพัด
ใช่ค่ะ ลูกเป็นคนโอนเองค่ะ
ค่าอะไรครับ
พัดมายื่นข้อเสนอให้ลุงบอกว่ามีหลักฐานสำคัญในคดีของเจน เขาจะส่งมันมาให้ลุงถ้าลุงโอนเงินให้เขา
หลักฐานอะไรครับ
ลุงก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันค่ะ พัดยังไม่ทันส่งมาให้ลุงมันเหมือนกับฆาตกรมันรู้ว่าพัดกำลังส่งหลักฐานมาให้ลุงมันก็เลยฆ่าปิดปาก
And you didn't call your bank account, say, hey, maybe can I get that transfer reversed since he's no longer
ลุงคิดว่าอย่าง
alive?
นั้นนะคะ
And I didn't get my end of the bargain?
ว่าทำไมคดีของเจนมันถึงได้บานปลายขนาดนี้ ยังไงลุงฝากสารวัตรช่วยจัดการให้ด้วยนะคะ
ครับ ถ้าผมรู้ว่าพัดมีหลักฐานเรื่องครูเจน ผมจะรีบบอกคุณลูกคนแรกเลยนะครับ
ขอบคุณนะคะ ถ้าต้องการให้ลุงช่วยอะไร บอกลุงได้เลยนะคะ
ได้ครับ
เป็นไงบ้างครับสารวัตร ได้อะไรเพิ่มไหม
ได้สิ เรื่องนี้เกี่ยวกับคดีของครูเจนจิรา
คดีครูเจน
Hmm?
ในโน้ตบุ๊กนั่นเนี่ยเจออะไรเกี่ยวกับครูเจนบ้างหรือเปล่า
ไม่เจออะไรเลยครับ
ไม่มีเลยเหรอ
Like I say, are you looking? 'Cause I feel like, and he gonna find it in like 5 minutes. 'Cause I feel like you've been looking for like 4 days now straight, and you ain't found a damn thing. And I feel like what there is on the laptop to find isn't that hard to find.
ครับผู้การ
โน้ตบุ๊กของพัดอยู่ที่คุณหรือเปล่า
Oh, sure.
อยู่ครับ
เอาเข้ามาให้ผมด้วย
คืนนี้ได้เหรอครับ
คืนนี้คงไม่สะดวกพรุ่งนี้เอาเข้ามาให้ผมที่บ้านแล้วกัน ผมคงไม่เข้าไปสอนอนะ ครับ
I'm sure tonight would be inconvenient. Well, girl, do your damn investigation. Child. Like, I know we're supposed to listen to our superiors and whatnot, but like, girl, like, I don't know if he's just blindly following orders or if he's trying to cover up. Like, he's
มันจะเวิร์กจริงๆเหรอคุณ คุณโน้ตบุ๊กอยู่นี่
Girl, put your damn phone on vibrate. How many times I got to tell people if y'all gonna sit here and try and be sleuth and what? Oh, praise Jesus.
Help me. That's a good-looking man. I can't keep my legs together.
The sun comes up and you can't keep your legs together.
If y'all gonna try and be deliciously shirtless on the balcony, like... But if you're gonna try and be sleuthing undercover, you put your phone on vibrate. Don't turn your flash off. Like, these are just basic. Praise Jesus.
Squirrel!
Basics. I feel that should be the police uniform all damn day, all day, every day, baby. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl. Turn your brightness down. Make sure his car don't have an alarm that's gonna go off as soon as you open the damn door. Or break the fucking window. That works too, I guess. I thought we were gonna like pick the lock, but okay, that works. Praise Jesus. Lord. Yes, y'all did.
ตอนคุณกำลังกระจกหมดอะผมว่าผมวิ่งไม่ทันแล้วนะจริงคุณโชคหน้าคุณดูโลกมากเลยดูเลยไหมมา มือคุณร้อนจังเลยนะครับ
Yes, I've been running.
เพราะผมตื่นเต้นนะครับ
Or maybe I got the Rona and this is just a fever. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be so close to my face right now. Like, okay, well, if y'all gonna get down and dirty, maybe we should put the laptop somewhere where A, it's not gonna get accidentally damaged, and B, in case Mr. Sexy Inspector Man figures that it's you and he decides to come knocking, he doesn't just see it out in the open. Okay, well, this is an interesting turn of events. I guess I gotta break into more cars, because apparently that's what puts people in the mood to. Son, tell me to kiss. Okay, we flip-flop and I ain't mad about it. I guess we gotta focus on the cactus too. We don't want the cactus to feel left out. Suspicious ass cactus. Great, gotta grab him by the back of there. Okay, the cactus is very important. Okay, so we made it up to the bedroom. Again, I hope we put the laptop somewhere safe.
ยังไม่พอหรอยังไม่เช้าเลยนะคุณ
He said, girl, we still got hours left. No one says you needed a blanket. Okay. I'm like, someone please put this laptop somewhere that's not out in the open. Because I can very easily see Mr. Inspector Man making a connection to you guys and wanting this laptop for whatever reason, especially since y'all tried to steal it, and he caught y'all red-handed trying to steal it from Pat's house.
ได้อะไรเพิ่มไหมครับ พี่เสียแรงเปล่าอีกแล้วเหรอครับ
I mean, wouldn't call it a waste. It got y'all in the mood for whatever reason.
พี่
อะไรวะ
พัดมันยังไม่ตายว่ะพี่
เฮ้ย
ไอ้เหี้ย
Sure.
เอาโน้ตบุ๊กไปได้ยังไงวะ
I mean, I didn't let them. They broke into my car.
รีบไปตามจับมันมาให้ได้เลยนะ
ครับ ผมจะรีบจัดการให้เร็วที่สุดครับ
Maybe just don't be involved in getting girls killed and you wouldn't have anything to worry about, Mr. Chief Man.
นี่ใช่ฝีมือบันหรือเปล่า
Oh, I've never seen this a day in my life. He's posting from beyond the grave.
ก็เพื่อนสนิทเจน ก็มีแค่ปื๊ดกับบัน ถ้าไม่ใช่ปื๊ดคนที่จะทำอะไรแบบนี้ ก็ต้องเป็นบันแล้วแหละ
I can neither confirm nor deny my involvement.
บันจริงๆ พี่ไม่ได้อยากจะถามเรื่องนี้หรอก
Well, good. Stop asking.
พี่อยากจะถามเรื่องพัดอะ
I don't know nothing about that
เรื่อง
either.
พัดเหรอครับ
ก่อนที่พัดตาย พัดบอกกับพี่ ว่าพัดมีหลักฐานสำคัญคดีเจน หลักฐานที่บันโพสอะมันใช่อันเดียวกันหรือเปล่า แล้วบันได้มายังไง
ผมบอกพี่ไม่ได้หรอกครับพี่ลุง พี่ก็รู้ว่าพัดเขาตายไปแล้ว แล้วถ้าเกิดผมรู้อะไรขึ้นมาจริงๆอะแล้วบอกพี่ พี่ก็เสี่ยงไปด้วยนะ
แต่
Facts.
สำหรับเรื่องเจนอะพี่ยอมเสี่ยงนะบัน
รออีกนิดนะครับ พี่ลุง
บัน ถ้ามีอะไรที่พี่ช่วยได้อะบันบอกพี่ได้นะ ถ้าเป็นเรื่องเจน พี่ยอมทำทุกอย่าง
Okay.
เข้าใจไหม
Don't go to the fucking police because we can't trust them. Keep your mouth shut. That's all I need you to do. You know that I know something. Don't tell nobody. I don't care if you think it's your best friend. Don't tell him. You talking to your house cat? They're gonna suddenly learn speech. They're gonna be meowth and start talking to everybody. Just don't talk to nobody. That looks tasty. Don't know what's inside, but it looks tasty. Oh, is it like an omelet? Okay. At first, it looked like it was a crepe or like some sort of pastry filled with something, but okay. Good still. It looked tasty.
ว่าไงครับวันนี้ผมกลับดึกหน่อยนะครับพอดีมีงานของเกียรตินะครับ
I just made you
ได้
dinner.
ยินอย่าลืมกินข้าวด้วยนะครับ ครับ
Oh, he's so sad that his honey's not gonna be home for dinner.
ห่วงผมแล้วครับ
Care about that dick. What?
แต่ผมเป็นห่วงคุณนะผมจะรีบกลับไปนะครับ เจอกันครับ
So I guess you're just not moving back to your house at any point then. We're just gonna live here forever, which is fine. It's cute. It's just if that's the case, I hope you put your house up on the market because I can only imagine paying rent for somewhere that you're not living is not exactly the most financially wise option. I mean, he said he had some business to handle. I mean, he said he had business to handle. Ciao? Oh, ciao?
คุณเองสินะไอ้ด
Ciao? Sleeping with a motherfucking enemy? What pre-credit scene we got today? Something sweet or something salacious? Sweet, okay.
พี่ช่วงนี้หายไปไหนมาทั้งวันเลยอ่ะคุณโทรไปหาก็ไม่ติด
ำก็ไปตามสืบเรื่องรถตู้นั่นแหละ
อ้าวเหรอ นึกว่าโดนรถตู้คันนั้นจับไปแล้วซะอีก
เจอ
He's too sweet. You don't deserve to be wrapped up in any of this.
พี่เก็บเงินครับเท่าไหร่ครับ
60 บาทตัว
เอ้ย เดี๋ยวกูจ่ายนี่ครับ
ขอบคุณเจ้า
อะไรของมึงวะ
ทำไมวันนี้ตัวหอมๆฮะ
กลิ่นน้ำมันนวดมั้ง
ไอ้ยะไปนวดที่ไหนมาครับเนี่ย
กูยังมายาเลย
Oh, yeah.
มองอะไรมึงเนี่ย
ดูเหนื่อยๆแล้ววันเนี้ย
I mean, he had to spend money out something with the congressman there.
ตัวท็อปเลยดิ
พูดไปเรื่อยกูนวดมาจริง
โห ไปที่นั่นอ่ะไม่ใช่แค่นวดแล้วมั้ง
ๆกูลิงแล้วมึงอ่ะ
Mm-hmm. You're the only one I want to massage me like that.
ไม่ใช่คนดีแบบที่พี่หมอบอกไว้จริงๆด้วย
คือกูไปสืบมาจริงๆเว้ยแล้วรถตู้มันก็เลี้ยวไปในนั้น
ก็เลยต้องตามเข้าไปใช้บริการ จะได้ตามติดแบบใกล้ชิด ว่างั้น
ก็จะได้แนบเนียนไง
เออ เชื่อก็เชื่อ
Mm-hmm.
มึงไม่เชื่อใช่ไหม
ก็บอกแล้วไงว่าเชื่อ
Also, what you mean the doctor was saying the bad things about me?
แม่กูหึงกูเหรอ
ไอ้หยัง
Just a little sad that Adam wasn't the one who got to do it.
พูดไปเลยละ
มึงหึงกู
ไอ้หยังอายนะ โอ้
Okay, so another episode filled with juicy details, puzzles coming together a little bit more and more as the episodes go by, but just like with past episodes, we get a little bit more information and then we get like 50 other questions that roll out. So we started off with another flashback, as these episodes tend to, dealing with the night of Jane's murder, with her and Pood having argument about the men that she was involved with, the higher powers that be. Now, I don't know if these higher powers are just the congressman and the police chief, or if there's like this collective of people and they're just part of this collective of like powerful people in the community. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. But they were arguing about them, and I guess her plan, I don't know how much of her plan Pood knew, but I'm assuming her plan was to somehow reveal information about them to get this to stop. And Pood, rightfully so, was very, very concerned about her. Very concerned about her well-being. And she said some things to him that, you know, he did not like. I already gave my thoughts about that. And, you know, he struck her, and big no, not here for it. So rightfully so, Tan came across to defend her, and then, you know, knocked his ass down, and that's, you know, the backstory of the fight that we saw in episode 1. So it's, yeah, I don't know how much of the details of her plan Pood knew, but he clearly knew that she had some plan to try and stop this from happening. And she knew as the night was going on that she was not going to be the one to finish her plans. Like, she knew, she set these things in motion and with the goal of getting these people taken out of power. But she knew by that point that she was not going to be the one to see it through. So she passed along the information to the next person who she thought would be able to help see it through, Pat. And then Pat also reached that point where apparently he was in contact with Jane's sister and said he had evidence about her case, and whoever the powers that be, whether that was the police chief or the commissioner guy or somebody else, they knew that he had whatever evidence and was going to get it to her. Maybe they have her phone tapped, or maybe she's talkative. I don't know, because like I'm thinking of when she first, or when Pat first made that post, you know, on the anonymous Facebook page or whatever it is that he had about Jane's case, and oh, you guys need to come clean or help find the murderers or this, that, and the other. And then we had the whole big press conference or whatever. Right before the press conference, she rolled up in that police office like, how could you hold the details of my sister's murder, blah, 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 blah. And she was just flying off in the mouth, you know, scolding the police officers. So I could very easily see her, you know, accidentally saying something to the police officers in the presence of the police officer, the police chief, you know, because they're good friends or whatever. She was saying in that speech, you know, as long as we've known each other, how could you do this, or how could you let me down like this? Don't let me down again. So I could very easily see her being like, okay, well, someone says they have evidence regarding her case, very important evidence, so I'm gonna pay this money to get this evidence, and you know, we're gonna see where this goes. I could very easily see her seeing that because she's trusting the police. She's hoping that the police are on her side, and maybe something like that was how they knew that Pat was going to get her the stuff for the money, and then they killed him. I don't know. This is just me speculating. It really doesn't matter how they knew that he was going to get her the evidence. All that matters is they knew, and they killed him. So in him knowing that he was going to die, he got the evidence to Bun internally, because he knew Bun would be the one to discover it. Or I guess he was really hoping Bun. It would really suck if Bun was sick that day, and then Dr. Other Guy was the one who to perform the autopsy, and was like, oh, look what we found in his stomach. Here you go, police officers. Like, it would have really sucked if that were the case. But yes, he trusted that Bun would be the person to find the evidence and be able to continue on the work and hopefully bring Jane's murderers to justice. And like I mentioned in the last episode, like, I just don't understand as far as this undercover drug sex orgy ring with congressmen and police officers. Like, I'm sure this stuff happens. I'm sure this stuff happens in places and whatnot. That's not things I don't understand. What I don't understand is, like, y'all, if y'all don't want the negative attention, y'all don't want the negative press, y'all don't want the police to, like, investigate. Like, yes, you've got the police chief on your side so he can help slide things under the, you know, the rug. But in situations like this where, you know, you might come across somebody who you can't quite slide under the rug, maybe don't leave such a trail. Don't leave such massive amounts of evidence. Don't sit here and inject the girls with the exact same drug and bite them all over the damn place and leave them in the same condition, so that it's like, okay, well, this person died the same person as this person, the same way this one died, and they died the same way that one died, and then that one over there also died this way. So, like, maybe if you don't want people making connections, stop killing girls, or stop killing them in the same way. Not that I'm trying to help y'all get away with stuff, but I'm like y'all, like, use some sort of, like, foresight and thought. Like, if you don't want there to be a trail, stop leaving a trail. But yeah, so we got a little bit more glimpse into the videotape, and that's where we saw the commander and the police chief, or the commissioner and the police chief. So now we know that they're in on it. And the further we got into the episode, because I know that I had some questions whenever sexy inspector, man, deliciousness, would come on screen and would be involved in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm still sketchy about his involvement and where he stands. But the further we got into the episode, I feel like he doesn't know that the chief is part of this whole thing. He might have some feelings or indications, but I don't think he knows like the full depth of what's going on, the full scale of what's going on. I feel like he's just following orders. Like, okay, the chief is my superior. My superior told me to do this, so I'm going to do this. It doesn't seem right, but I'm not going to question orders. That's kind of where I'm seeing him right now. I could be wrong, and he could be the grand mastermind behind it all. Who knows? Like I said, we can't trust anybody in this damn series. But that's where I'm seeing him right now. And then the other inspector there is just blind and clueless and stuff. He's there. He's pretty. That's his contribution right now. So Nam is still missing, and the police aren't really doing anything to help that situation. They're like, oh well, if I went and, you know, investigated her missing, then I'd have to investigate everybody who came in saying that a person was missing. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what missing persons reports are for. The person's missing, go investigate. Yes, exactly. You should investigate everybody who goes missing. But okay, whatever, police officer. We got some cuteness between Bun and Tan in the restaurant. I'm just kind of scrubbing through the episode, seeing if there's anything I missed. Bun talking to Sorn, warning him about that following up on the black van, and then getting caught, and then having to play it off. Inspector guy talking to Jane's sister. And then in the middle of the other inspector guy looking through Pat's laptop, the chief calls and is like, hey, do you have the laptop? Bring it to me. He's like, right now? He's like, maybe not right now. I'm kind of in the middle of an orgy, but, you know, bring it to my house tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be into work. He's like, okay, fine. And for whatever reason, he just stopped looking. He just stopped. He was getting ready to go deep diving into the laptop, which, again, I feel like the other inspector guy, he wasn't looking too hard. Because I feel like if they wouldn't, I don't think they would harp on the laptop this much if it wasn't going to play some sort of pivotal role in getting the information. So I feel like whatever information they're looking for is there. And he didn't want him looking hard enough. Although, granted, he doesn't know really what he's looking for. But still, I just feel like it's not going to be that hard to find. And I felt like, you know, Mr. Sexy Inspector Man, he was about to just like go on in and find it before the chief called, and he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not looking into this. I'm like, girl, he said you got to bring in the laptop tomorrow. That means you got all night to look at the laptop. You can keep looking. You can look, girl. But are you afraid of what you might find is kind of where I feel like he's going. I feel like he doesn't want to know what's on the other side, really. And it's like, oh, baby. And then we had the wonderful, wonderful gift from the gods, where Tan and Bun went to break into his car, and Mr. Inspector Man decided that, you know what, Topher has been seeing me all caked up in these police uniforms that are just painted on me. So I'm gonna give these uniform pants a break. I'm just gonna wash them, gonna do some laundry tonight, and you know what, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night in nothing but my shorts. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Buddha. Thank you, Allah. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank all y'all up there. Just thank you for the gifts. I appreciate your gifts. So yes, that was a gift that my heart thoroughly needed, and I was thoroughly enjoying the scientific exploration that was happening in my head during that scene. They were breaking into his car. Okay, fine, whatever. But the gifts, praise Jesus. But yeah, so they broke into his car. Not really sleuthing undercover, because apparently they don't know how to turn off their phones and not be undercover. But they got the laptop. That's the important thing. So they got back to the house, and I don't know if it's just because y'all spoiled what was going to happen, that they were going to have sexy time this episode, so I was expecting it the whole time, or if it was just a weird transition, but it felt like I was expecting them to have the sexy time the whole episode, and like I was just wondering, okay, what's going to be the catalyst? What's going to be the event that's going to happen to inspire the sexy time? I didn't think that, you know, a car robbery was going to be it, but okay, I guess. Like they got home, adrenaline is pumping, and you know they're excited and whatnot. It doesn't do it for me, but I guess it did it for them. I don't know. It felt. I don't know. It didn't feel not natural, but I don't know. It just. It just felt like a weird transition into sexy time. Like, okay, we broke into a car. Let's fuck. Like, okay, I guess, sure, whatever. Especially like for the first time. At least I'm assuming it's the first time. But like for a first time of that, and yeah, that absolutely could be the case. That I'm sure that happens in real life too. But like for like one of these series, like it just feels like a weird build up to a first time of sexy time. So maybe it wasn't, and it's just the fact that I knew it was coming this whole time. So I was expecting some other scenario to take place to lead us there. Something a little bit more romantic than we broke into some guy's car and we got a laptop so we can investigate my dead friend's rape and murder. Yeah, none of that does it for me, but to each his own, I guess. But yeah, so since I was expecting the sexy time to happen, I wasn't nearly as, you know, animated or ooh like I would be in any other series, because again, like I said, you know, kind of spoiled that for me. So I was expecting it to happen the whole episode. Doesn't make any of the visuals any less tantalizing, but it just wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a surprise. So do with that information what you will. But yeah, they did the sexy time, and then they finally got the laptop, which I was worried about. It looks like they didn't do too much research into the laptop. He just made a post on the Facebook page or whatever, but I'm assuming they're going to do more research into the laptop, maybe, assuming that police chief man or sexy inspector guy doesn't just head over there and start investigating. But I was worried the whole time because, like, we're working so hard to get this laptop, and, like, I feel like in sexy inspector man's mind, they would be maybe not prime suspects, but they would be suspects of people who would have some vested interest in the laptop, because if for no other reason, the way that they acquired the laptop was catching them trying to steal it. So like that would be one of the first people I would go to looking for this laptop, and y'all just keep leaving it out in the open all willy-nilly. So that was my one concern. Yes, y'all can have sexy time and whatnot, but please put the laptop somewhere safe, just in case police chief man decides he's gonna roll up in here in the middle of the night, and you know, you don't want him to catch you red-handed. But that didn't seem to be the case, but who knows, maybe that'll happen next episode. Lunch with Jane's sister, cool. And then we had the big reveal towards the end where, you know, Bun was making dinner for Tan, and Tan's like, oh, I got some stuff to handle, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, that's fine. Make sure you eat. And by make sure you eat, he's like, I'm going to surprise him with dinner, because I'm such a good, loving little house husband. And then in the surprise with dinner, he's like, oh, shit, he beating the shit out of this guy. And I guess he made whatever connection in his head that he is this guy's boss. So as soon as Tan started rolling up into the house, he's like, Bun, where you at? And I'm sitting here like, girl, you just gonna leave this man's house all wide open? Rude. But then he pointed the gun at him. I'm like, okay, I guess this is more rude than leaving the doors open. And he's like, aha, I see you, damn, or whatever the hell person's name is. I'm like, oh, okay, shit. Well, there we go. So, you know, sus confirmed. I mean, he was always sus. He's always been sus. We have these nice romantic moments between he and Bun, but like everybody's sus. Romance aside, everybody's still sus. Like, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody except Soren. Swan is the only person in this series you can trust. You can semi sort of quasi trust Bun, but even then, like, he's keeping secrets and shenanigans too. It's two sides of secrets and shenanigans in this relationship between he and Buck, between Bun and Tam. So it's like I don't know. It's interesting to say the least. Yeah. So now that we got past this episode, I'm gonna dive into the next episode and just see where things go. I don't think you guys have given me any spoilers for what's going to happen in that episode. Fingers crossed. I mean, by the time you see this episode, I will have already watched the next episode. So, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I know it's not what a lot of you guys were hoping for, but that's what happens when you guys give me spoilers. I don't know what to tell you. But if you did enjoy this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.